Hello Cancer, what's going on? Hope you're doing very, very well. My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and we're going to do a general reading for September, but you know, it's timeless. All of my readings are timeless, so whenever you happen to find this is when it was meant for you. You're very welcome here, Cancer. Thank you for checking out the video and the channel. I appreciate it very much. And if you feel called to like and subscribe for me at all, I would appreciate that very much as well. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. And also, you know, I'm sorry it's been so long since I've done a reading for you guys, but like I'm sure you know, if you're one of my returning viewers, you know, I'm sure you already know I haven't been very well, so just been working through that, you know. But I know what the problem is now, so I can fix it, you know. It's just taking a while. So yeah, thank you for your patience. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Cancer. Wow, that came out fast. You have consciousness, ascension, healing, shield. So that's very much like a third eye color. So your third eye could be opening, your psychic gifts might be awakening. You may be ascending. You may have just gone through like a level up, an ascension. I'm just going to take these two. You have transitions and you have solutions. Transitions, karmic time weaver, solutions, galactic dream star. So if you've been, you've been going through some kind of transition. If you've been having a lot of problems, or there's been like one big problem, you're going to find that solutions are just going to come to you. These may be things that you've downloaded in your dream state, actually. You have receptivity, angelic diamond light. So your consciousness is ascending and you're becoming a lot more receptive to, that's why your problems are solving themselves, or they're about to start solving themselves, because you're becoming a lot more receptive to messages from the universe or your angels or your whatever you want to call them. And you have resilience. Lyra, Genesis activation, or Lyra. So this is the, I can never remember how you pronounce it, but this is the race of the lions. So they're very brave. So there's something here about you being resilient to these problems that are showing up here. It's some kind of initiation. This is a bit of a weird, I don't know where they're going with this, okay? But you have initiation, Valian, the wisdom keeper. And it's next to consciousness. These problems, or this problem that you've been going through recently, Cancer, it's some kind of initiation. And when I say recently, that could be like a couple of years. It's been so that you can raise your consciousness, like you can ascend. They've been putting you through some kind of initiation period. There's some kind of, okay, next to transitions, you have boundaries, empath, healing, shield. So that's definitely something that you've been going through here. You've been learning boundaries, like your throat chakra has been strengthening or balancing. You've been standing up for yourself more. You're definitely an empath, whether you were aware of that or not. But so you may have gone through a lot of transitions, like you've left a lot of people behind. You know, maybe you started standing up for yourself, people didn't like that, so okay, there's the door, bye. You may have just found a lot of people dropped out of your life, and you've been in a transition period. Maybe you've been like by yourself, or you're basically transitioning to a phase of new people coming into your life who will accept you standing up for yourself, because you know, the right people, you know, normal people don't, like, they want you to stand up for yourself. They want you to have boundaries. It's only like people that don't have your best interest at heart that get all offended and butthurt when you start doing that, because they've benefited from you being like, oh, okay, like, yes, that's fine. Is there anything else I can do? Like, no problem. You're also transitioning through things that you thought were boundaries for yourself, like limitations. There's been a period where you've been working through a lot of stuff. And it's been, like I said earlier, partly to do with connections, but also partly to do with overcoming your own limitations that you set for yourself. And that, again, could be something to do with your throat chakra. But you have solutions and you have unification. There's something you're going to figure out. Oneness healing code. The solutions to your problems are going to come about when you start doing things that are like for the benefit of everyone, or it's like you're uniting with a person or a group or something like that. Okay. Wow. So next to receptivity, you have perceptivity. So you're starting to be open to these downloads of information, and you're also starting to perceive a lot more. Like, you're very open to these downloads that are helping you to solve your problems. Like, you're seeing the way forward. And you're also, like, your perception is really on point at the moment. You're perceiving solutions very clearly. Okay, so next to resilience, you have enlightenment and you have recalibration. So I want to take this one from the bottom of the deck as well. You have rejuvenation with recalibration. So this could even have been something to do with your health for some of you, but it doesn't have to be. Like, it's something to do with a period of stillness where maybe you haven't been able to move forward, but there's been a lot of things that you've perceived as problems. But there's been like a period of sort of stillness where you've had to recalibrate. And there's been like a period of purification. So I don't know if that's to do with your vessel, like your body, or it's to do with your soul. But there's been like a purification. It could also be to do with like leaving people and situations behind. This resilience is something to do with your enlightenment. Like, you having to be resilient has in a way like made you more enlightened, because I feel that you couldn't move forward, and that's been on purpose. They've kept you in a certain place or a certain phase so that you could, it's kind of a complicated reading, but bear with me, like, so that you could move through these self-imposed limitations, so you could move away from people that didn't have your best interests at heart. You've also been learning, like, you've been allowing yourself to move more into this space of oneness, because that's proper enlightenment, is when you start to understand that you and I are the same. You know, you and I and the plants, we're all made of the same stuff. It's like this universal oneness. But you're very receptive to downloads at the moment, and your third eye is on point, which is another reason that I think you're probably seeing through problems quite easily, because that's what your third eye does. Like, it helps you to see not only through the veil, but through problems on earth. And you have metamorphosis here. Metamorphosis. You've been undergoing through some kind of metamorphosis because you're ascending. And you have curiosity here, zeta, spiritual expansion. So I don't know if you found yourself getting more interested in spirituality. I want to say again, maybe you dropped off spirituality and then you're kind of getting back into it now. Like researching more, or you're getting into more different things to do with spirituality. You're probably exploring, or you're about to explore, more things to do with like universal oneness, things like that. And you're very at peace at the moment with following your own path. You have the Ace of Swords with the Hermit here. So there's some kind of clarification. Something that you're doing as well, like this curiosity that you have, is going to lead to some kind of breakthrough in your success. Like you doing research, or you doing like finding more things out. And you have the Hermit here. This is a big deal that you've been going through here. You've been going through this metamorphosis. And now you've fully emerged on the other side as this Hermit, like this wisdom keeper. Because that's what the Hermit is, really. It's the person that goes within, like during their Hermit phase, where you don't see a lot of other people, or you don't date, or you don't have a lot of friends, right? Because you're leaving situations and people behind that weren't serving you, so you can become who you're meant to be. So you've been in your Hermit phase. Maybe you've been doing a lot of spiritual learning, but you've come out on the other side as this like teacher, this Hermit. And now you're going to be following your own path here. Wow. You guys got an intense reading. I don't know how this has become all backwards, right? Okay, tell me about this. Let's see, what do we want to clarify? Tell me about this solutions card. There's something to do with making choices. You know, you may have got to a place where it was like a timeline or a choice. It's the same thing, really. Like you had to choose a path. And one path sort of led towards like enlightenment and universal oneness and like doing, things to benefit everyone for the collective. And then the other path may have been, I don't want to do that. I don't want to work with the other people. I don't like them, or something like this. You also have the High Priestess here. So you're really emerging as someone, male or female, that your intuition is on point. Like you're just able to see everything that's going on, and you're very able to see through people's bullshit. So I think it's almost instant. Like when you meet people, it's almost going to be instant now that you can see through their bullshit. You're just gonna be like, nope, or yes, that's cool. Like, and she's also carrying a key here, so you have some kind of key to, the universal good. You have the Six of Pentacles here. You have perfect balance now between standing up for yourself and doing things for the good of mankind. It's like you're going to move into that energy where you're thinking about everyone else, and it's, you want to do things that help the planet and help other people, but at the same time, people are not going to be walking all over you. You're going to be standing up for yourself. So that's the key. That's why she's got the key. You've got this balance. This is what they needed you to be in before you could move forward. That's the key. Okay, so tell me about this enlightenment for Cancer. This is, okay. That's a lot. Tell me about this enlightenment. Three of Pentacles. This is something, this could be a business. It doesn't have to be, but the Three of Pentacles often talks about a business. You've moved into this state of mastery now. Like, enlightenment. I mean, I'm not saying you're ascended, but you've moved to the next level. Because you've been working through all these problems. It's helped you get to this enlightenment, and now you're supposed to show your work to other people. You have the Three of Pentacles here. When I show my work, others give support. So there's something here about you working with other people You may have mostly been in this hermit phase recently, but it's time for you to come out of that and move into this space of working with other people, which could be working as a team. It could be joining a group. It could be showing people your work online. And this will bring you financial security because you have the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is something that's taken a really long time. You could even be, this, I see rejuvenation here. So you could be doing something here in your future that cleanses other people. It says purification, healing shield. So that could be like purifying people's energy, purifying their health. You know, maybe you work as like part of the medical profession, or you do chakra work or Reiki or something like this. It's taken you a while to get to this point in your life. It's been a bit of a slow slog. But what they're saying now is that this can't be taken away from you. Like this financial security that's going to come along with this, it can't be taken away from you because it comes from this enlightenment that you have. So it's not like a resource that's going to go away. You're always going to have it. People are always going to want this. They're always going to want this healing or this information that you have. The Temperance. I find clarity through calm. So that's come out next to the Purification. So there's definitely, I feel like this is a process that you've been through yourself. Like you've been through some kind of cleansing of negative energies that you've held on to, or even negative, like within the body. Like you've purified your own body, or you've purified your energy body. Or, you know, you've had these bad experiences and you've overcome them, and now you know how to show them, like how to teach other people how to do the same thing. There's something here about because you've purified some aspect of yourself, you're now going to show other people how to do that. One of the reasons that people are going to be drawn to you is that you're very calm. Whether you feel that way about yourself or not. I think you give people calmness and it helps them, like you're going to give people clarity. Ace of Wands, just as we're talking about clarity. If you haven't had this idea about what you're going to do, you're about to have it, okay? It's going to be something that's your passion. This is going to be something you're very passionate about. It's going to light you up. The information is going to come via your crown chakra. So if you want to speed this process along a little bit, you can try listening to crown chakra frequencies, or you can do meditations. That's too many cards. There's something here about it's your baby, it's your idea, but it does involve working with other people to do it, or showing other people what you're doing. So you're either going to be teaching a group, or you're going to be working online. Okay, what else? The Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is something to do with you being in charge. People being, like, people seeing you, male or female. It could be something that where you get to be creative as well. There's also something going on with your hands. This came out for Taurus's reading, so I don't know if you got some Taurus in your chart. You see there's something healing energy coming out of her hand. So it could be that you end up doing something healing with your hands, for some of you, like Reiki, or you do something creative as well. You know, maybe you teach people, like, you know, it could be something like you teach art, but you do it in a class, and it's like helping people to unblock their throat chakra, or helping people to heal from trauma through art, something like this. Could be anything like that. It could be spiritual stuff. You know, you could do tarot, for example, or you could be a medium. Can be many, many things, but you will be seen with the Queen of Wands. It's an energy of being seen. So being up on stage, being online, being the teacher of the class, being the CEO, owning your own business. And what else, please? You're meant to have this. Like you're meant to have this. You have the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune here. So the Wheel of Fortune indicates something you're meant to have. And you have Temperance with the Nine of Cups. So, you know, one of the things you might do is you might teach people how to trust in the universe, like how to trust in the flow of life. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, you have finding your divine purpose. So there's something here about you exploring spirituality or exploring something that you're curious about that will lead to your divine purpose. You've basically been initiated into something so that you've found your divine purpose, and you're going to have like a Ace of Swords kind of, I can't click my hands at the moment. You're going to have like a light bulb moment, like, oh, that's what I want to do. This is the thing that lights me up. You're going to know what this is because it's the thing that lights you up. It's something that will make you very calm. I wonder if for a lot of you, it's some kind of healing thing that you're going to do. People are going to find whatever you do to be like very healing. Now, whether that's a physical thing, like you're actually physically healing people, or they just find your energy to be very soothing, or like I said, you're clearing people's energy. This will be something that makes you very happy. Doing this will make you feel very calm and very happy. There's something here about trusting. Like you're going to show other people how to trust in what the universe is trying to bring them. Okay, so because you've been through so many trials and tribulations here, and things have been difficult for you, Cancer, you may have felt like giving up, but you couldn't. You couldn't give up because there was nothing. Where would you go? What would you do, right? So you had this resilience. But you're going to understand, if you haven't come out of this soon, you're about to, you're going to understand that all of these things were done as like a purification and to lead towards your enlightenment. Because you've had to work through these problems, you're going to teach other people how to work through these problems. And that's your purpose. So that's why this is happening to you. And part of your gift to the world is showing people that even though times may be tough, it doesn't mean that Spirit has abandoned you. It means that you're working through things so that you can get to this point here, because you're going to find your peace and your joy and your happiness. It's right here. Okay. You will be doing something soft. It's like healing, or it's art, or it's dealing with people's emotions, and you have justice. You're going to show people that, okay, number one, when you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card, this is your mission. This is what you're meant to do. This is what you came here to do. But you're also going to show people that they will get their justice, like they will get their good karma. They just have to go through the purification first. And it's almost, you see, I feel like you have to be seen to be doing this, because you're going to act as some kind of inspiration for people that are going through the same stuff, you know, who might want to give up and be like, oh, well, this is never going to change. I live in hell, and that's all there is to it. But you know, they gave me a quote last night when I was going to bed, and I think it's for you guys, and I don't really like to quote people anymore, but it's a good quote. I think it's Winston Churchill said, if you're going through hell, keep going, right? Because what else are you supposed to do? But you're going to show people that they need to trust in the process. This has, yeah, look, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. I trust my ideas and my direction. I dedicate myself to what I believe in. So this may have been a bit of a struggle for you as well, like whatever this is you're doing. You may even have had people say to you like, well, that's not going to work, or like, why are you doing that? That's a risky thing to do, or you just didn't have any encouragement or whatever. But you've trusted in yourself and in spirit again and again and again. And you've been very dedicated to the cause, excuse me, to the mission. And now, like, it's going to pay off here. You're going to be like some kind of inspiration for people. My throat is going, excuse me. So I'm going to pull some of these cards here, Cancer, some advice cards for you just to see what comes out to end the reading. And I'm sorry if this was a woo-woo reading, but I have to read the cards as they come out, you know. What else for Cancer? That's okay. This one here wants to come out, and also this one. Oh, I just saw something else as well. Oh, pregnancy. There could be a pregnancy, or this could be the thing that you're building. Stepping into the spotlight. That's what you're doing here. Now that you've been through this purification, it's time for you to be seen by other people. And you have your spirit guides are really, your spirit guides are proud of you. You've been through this initiation. You've been through this metamorphosis. You've been through all these problems. Okay. I think someone from your past is going to show up, okay? For some of you, it's going to be a past love, but it could be someone else. But because your third eye is so on point, you're just going to see through their bullshit like almost instantly and just be like, nope, goodbye, see ya. It's not happening. And then look, meeting someone new. Okay, so where do we want to put this? Here. You have, it's come out next to this like Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. So I feel like you're going to meet this new person when you step into this role. When you allow yourself to be seen, perhaps. It could also be someone that's in the group that you teach, or they're part of this new thing that you do, or you meet them online or something, like if you're working online. Oh, they could be an entrepreneur. Okay, or you could be. Hold on a second. What else for Cancer, please? Okay, that's what I thought was going to come out earlier. Leading a team or a large group. So whatever this is that you're doing, it's a big deal. There's going to be a lot of people. So, I don't know, group of 10, something online. Yeah, the Three of Cups here is definitely a group. See, this is probably another reason they had you working through your throat chakra, because the throat chakra deals with social anxiety. So you had to sort of work through the worst of this social anxiety so that you could lead this big team. You also have the hands of a healer, and I keep coming back to this picture of her. She's got like healing energy coming out of the chakras in her palms. So this could be something to do. You may not be doing it yet, but you may have this idea, or you may find out about this thing in the future through things that you research, like some kind of healing modality like Reiki or pranic healing, or even massage or anything like that. Okay, look, a past love returns. I think someone's going to return, but you're not interested. They're going to return and they're going to apologize. Okay, you have spiritual life coach here. So I feel like this is what you're stepping into here, this hermit. And I actually want to put this over here. You know, this is like your calling. The spiritual life coach thing. And you may feel like you've wasted a lot of your life, but they're saying it wasn't a waste of time, okay? Like all of this that you've been undergoing was so you could step into this role. Anything else for Cancer, please? Successful online platform. That could be how you meet this new person. They could have an online platform, or you could have an online platform. But yeah, you fully stepped into this like hermit thing now. And you don't have to be a spiritual teacher or a spiritual life coach. But there's something that you do you have a lot of knowledge about that you're going to be sharing with other people. For some of you, it's like a spiritual life coach thing, okay? And that can be anything. That could be teaching meditation. That could be talking about spiritual stuff online. That could be counseling. That's a broad term. Things are going to get easier now because you've been through this initiation. There's no need for things to be hard anymore. You're doing everything right. I don't think it matters where it goes. You're doing everything right. Someone new will adore the blank out of you. Oh, that's what your breakthrough is going to be. This, like, one of your breakthroughs is this person coming in. But I think you had to learn, because the Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. So there's obviously been a connection in your past that was not equal give and take, but now you're like demanding that. That's when this new person comes in, you know, who could be a Virgo. They could have some strong Virgo in their chart. They could also be something of a hermit. Like, they could have been through this spiritual thing as well. You're meant to be a speaker. So there's something that you're receiving here. Like, you receive information and you're meant to pass it out to other people. Look, spiritual teacher, online platform growing. Let me get one more. This super long reading. Meeting new friends. Cool. Because I feel like they forget about that sometimes. It's like, okay, the love is here, but like, any friends on the horizon? So you're going to be meeting new friends. Now that it's like coming out of this hermit phase, it's time for the new person to come in. It's time for the new friends to come in. And I do feel like you're going to be meeting them through this thing that you do, like this group that you're in or this online thing that you do. You may meet this new person through these new friends, or you may meet your friends through this new person. There's some kind of connection there. So this new person, they think a lot, okay? They may meditate themselves. You have an equal amount of this information. So whatever topic this is, whether it's spirituality or something else, whatever this topic is that you're very well versed in, they also know a lot about it. And they're very calm. They're a very peaceful, calm person, the new person. Very intuitive, like you. So that is your reading, Cancer. I'm going to leave that there. Also, some of you are going to be moving house here, okay? If that's been on your to-do list, you're going to be moving house. So yeah, that's definitely the end of your reading. So I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was a little woo-woo. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, I would appreciate it very much. And as always, I wish you many, many blessings, love and light. Take care.